Hello and welcome to the first of one gratuitous maintenance videos. People ask what goes into the rig and what happens between runs that takes me so long. Well, I thought I'd make a video and show you. There's the position of the 5 cameras, including the one in the roof. There's the mule car, who I practice on. The roof opens up conveniently so I can get in. Let's take the car out. Tripods everywhere as usual. So the first thing I normally do is take all the cameras out. I'm leaving some in this time so we can see what I'm up to. Dirt. Yeah, we got dirt. Everything is covered in black wheel dust. Everything. So the first job is to hoover. Not the first time we'll be hoovering either. To stop my hands getting absolutely filthy. Let's take the homemade tripods out. It's just basically a pan and tilt head on a bolt, which I can run up and down that T-track and lock into place. Sadly, they don't go up and down. I'm going to have to change the way things work. But at the moment, they work good. The side cameras, they stay rigid. So let's get them out the way. We need to get into the belt itself now. So these are the mounting points on the sides. They work by having a bolt through the center of that penny washer. And then the wood can move around in all directions because there's a big gap underneath. So that'll go in every direction. It goes in a centimetre, out a centimetre, forward and back a centimetre. So it's plenty of adjustment for each car. The rear bumper is a slice out of a Hot Wheels blister pack, as you can see. So the car bounces on that, but I don't like it. I'm going to change that for a new system on the NASCAR. What I thought I'd do is get an acrylic rod like that and just mount it straight through a piece of wood to hold it rigid, but the bit that's sticking out is springy. So there we are, the car bounces off it. If you pull the rod out a little bit more, springier. So that'll bounce off that probably more aggressively than it does off of the blister pack. I might need to shorten it, I don't know. I'll have a little practice run before the day. Anyway, let's remove the old rear bumper. We won't be needing that anymore. I normally have to remove it to service the belt, but not this time. It's coming off and staying off. Bye-bye, back bumper. Next thing, let's take another blister pack from a Hot Wheels packet off of the speed sensor. I had to put that on there after Freddy because all the dirt was getting in the wheel and it was mucking up the timing. So that wheel there's got 20 splines in it. Luckily, the wheel turns 5 times for every once of the main belt turning. So that's 100 spline pulses per 1 revolution of the belt, which makes the math quite easy for the Speedo. I've just hoovered out more dirt, as you saw. Now let's remove the sensor wheel so that I can actually get the belt off. I can't get the belt past the sensor wheel, which is a bore, but never mind. So that comes off. Luckily, there was a thread inside the pulley, so I could get a bolt in there. If we couldn't have done that, I couldn't have put the Speedo on it quite so easily. Now it's time to take the belt off. Squeeze up the tensioner, get the belt out of there. Right, a B on the belt. That was Bree's belt. When I mount Bree in a display case, she'll be sitting on the belt that she ran on. I've done that for all the cars. Bit sad, but there you go. I can't take the motor out because I haven't taken the pulley off. Wake up, come on. Let's take the pulley off. There we go. Oh, and now that's being blocked by the speed sensor. It's a pain between every run. You have to dismantle everything because you need to get back to the bare belt sander and refurb it. More dirt's just revealed itself under there. Look, there's dirt everywhere. Get your hoover, boy. No, he's ignoring the dirt. The sidewalls are too low. I could see over them on the previous one. I want them higher like I just showed you with my finger. Pulley's come off now. Let's take the motor out. There we go. Screws out, motor out. I put some red tubing on the wire that's the positive because they're both black. Thank you, China. But there is a red spot on the motor where you connect the red wire to, so that'll help me in future. Make sure I don't have the motor. It wouldn't matter actually, the motor would only go backwards and there's a switch to make it go forward. So here comes the new motor. Thank you, eBay. About a tenner a time. I've got a £20 a month motor habit. There's the red dot, so we know what way to put it on. Get your soldering iron. Oh, no, hoover, he spotted the dirt. Hoover the dirt. Tin your iron. Get the old wires off. There we go. And then pop the new motor on. I wonder if there's a market for second-hand endurance motors. They're a bit noisy after 4 weeks continuous running. So we have to solder the new motor on, like that. There we go. And then bolt it back into the frame. So we're back to having a brand new belt sander. Almost. The bearings are all still filthy. We'll deal with them in a minute. There we go. Put the belt on. Lovely. Silent, straight, all good. So now we can change, well, not change, clean the bearings. The bearings have to come off. I clean them all with some isopropyl alcohol and a tissue. Just because I noticed the wheel dirt got between them, and then if I put WD-40 on it to stop it squeaking, it turned into like a sticky slurry and made everything worse. So no WD-40 in future, but I do clean all the bearings to make them run nice and free. They're sealed bearings anyway, so they should be fine. But just get the grit out between them. Belt on, final check, all good. So that's the belt sander completely refurbished. A new motor, all the bearings made nice and clean. We're good to go again. So reassemble the more hoovering. Take the dirt out of the sensor. Put the new belt on. I just showed you the 1000 grit sticker so you know what writing, so you know what sign it is. Reassemble the sensor. All good. I can't remember if I put the blister pack back on top of it yet or not. I want to paint everything white. So off come the side walls. Here they go. I'll make some new side walls. There's the super official YouTube play button that we got for reaching 10,000 subscribers. That was made by Social Coma Candy in the chat. Thank you very much, Candy. Prized possession now. Right, I've made new walls, slightly higher than the old ones. Let's paint everything white. No mucking about, no standing on ceremony. Screw it on, paint it white. I had to put a little slot in that one to let the Arduino wires through to the little computer. There's the little computer there on the right, painting around it. I got a bit excited and screwed it on the wall before I painted the wall. But you can't see that bit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's refit the cameras and see what the car looks like with a white background. I think it looks better than the black background, especially as this car is partly white anyway. You will be able to see the cameras in the background now, of course. They blended into the black background, which is why I painted the background black. But I think it was a bit miserable. So we're cheering up with the white. You'll just have to put up with seeing the tripods. What's that? Black on the top left corner of the bottom car picture. Find it. There we go. He found it and he painted it. Good lad. So they don't look too bad on a white background, do they? Just a little test there. And now I go into a painting frenzy. I paint everything white. And we're done, pretty much. There's fettling to do. There's cameras to put back in, but you've seen the major part of the work that needs to happen between runs. The NASCAR's looking good. Just turn the lights off, do a bit more painting, and leave him till tomorrow when I'll start working on the Speedo software again. And any last little bits of white that I missed. I can already see some white that I missed on this shot. But there you go. That's the NASCAR sat on the belt waiting for Saturday when we'll send him on his endurance run. I think we've decided to call him Samantha, or the chat have, and who knows what will befall this little car. See you Saturday. Take care.